big match of the week. You see him come to the ring with Fantasy. It's the Cuban assassin, Fidel Sierra, and he's carrying the WWC Caribbean strap. And he's about to go in against a man that he knows all too well here in IPW and all across the globe, as a matter of fact, and that's the Rastaman.
Rastaman and the Cuban assassin Fidel Sierra have had a feud raged throughout Puerto Rico and Florida for so many years now. I lose count of how many times these two have brutalized themselves. And you look at Rastaman coming to the ring with the small, funny, big smile on his face. You would think he's not taking this war seriously. But believe me, Aaron, he wants to take that WWC Caribbean Championship home.
Yes, he does. He's wrestled in Puerto Rico on several occasions for many groups down there. So there's a lot of pride on the line when he's wrestling for a title of this magnitude. Cuban Assassin also always seems to have one title or another that he's bringing here to IPW to defend ever since he lost that IPW heavyweight title a couple of years ago. And there you see him attacking Rastaman from behind, and we're underway here, Ron. These two guys, like you said, have done it many times, but this particular feud started when Cuban Assassin cost Rastaman possibly the TV title in a match against ODD.
He's always been a thorn in the side of Rastaman. Anything he can do to get under the skin to rekindle this bloody feud, he's gonna do it. And I'm gonna tell you one thing where you gotta look out for some heat. Gentleman Jim Bragg didn't get to enjoy the small funny with the Rastaman, and I guarantee you, he's not gonna call it right down the middle. I think that was a big mistake by Fidel.
Well, I tell you what, he didn't get to enjoy that small funny. As you said, Fidel Sierra starting attacking Rastaman from behind, as is usually par for the course in a Fidel Sierra match. He takes any kind of shortcut he can get, and he's helped out in that regard by Fantasy outside the ring. She'll tell you she's not just the beauty of the group, which is plainly obvious when you look at them both, but she'll also tell you she's the brains behind the whole Cuban assassin operation.
You got to give her credit. She speaks 5 different languages fluently. She's a college-educated girl, but I don't like her. I don't like what she stands for. I don't like what she's doing hanging around with Fidel Sierra for almost 10 years now. They're trouble. I don't like them back in IPW.
And that's exactly where she comes into play. She grabbed the foot of Rastaman there, and he's distracted long enough to turn around, try to grab her into the ring, and Fidel Sierra takes back over control. And these two guys just keep popping each other right in the jaw. You'd think that these guys might even keep hitting each other once they make their way to the back.
That's the truth. You don't know when the fight's gonna stop. You don't know if it's gonna be a pile driver that's gonna break the neck of Rastaman. Jim Bragg looks really upset over in the corner.
It wasn't even quite a pile driver there. He kind of just fell with him, but we can't quite see it there. There we go. His legs draped across the ropes. No pinfall attempt possible there, but Fidel Sierra obviously having the wind taken out of him. He's a little worn down himself to not see that his feet were already on the ropes for that pin attempt.
Huge spin kick to the jaw of Fidel Sierra. I gotta give the truck a lot of credit. The production has improved. I've taken 2 weeks off to tend to some personal, well, you know, should I call them problems? What should I call them, Aaron?
I don't know if you want to call them problems. I don't know if you want to give Mike Peskin that kind of credit. Oh, look at that. He just slams his head right into the canvas there, and Fidel Sierra may be out.
I hope Rastaman finally finishes this idiot once and for all and takes home that Caribbean Championship. Huge blockbuster type maneuver. That's got to be it for Fidel.
What's going on there? Come on, Jim Bragg. You've been around long enough. You know better than that. When Fantasy gets up on the apron, just ignore. He had a visual 3 count. And what is that hanging out of the back of her pants, Ron Neimi?
Speaking of a visual, is that I'm not used to Fantasy wearing a G-string. I'm not used to her showing off the beautiful TNA that she possesses. And Cuban Assassin takes the opportunity and levels Rastaman with some brass knucks.
Is that what they were?
Yes, brass knucks.
There
for
we
the
go.
1, 2, 3.
I tell you, I hate to say it, Jim Bragg is starting to show his age there, 172 years old, as he just totally got fooled and bamboozled in this encounter.
On March 29th and March 30th, the massacre on 35th Street at the Florida WrestlePlex and the return of the madness at the Crystal River National Guard Armory, you're going to see wars just like Rastaman and Fidel Sierra.
All right, fans, we'll be back.